Hey Brian, during the preseason, you talked about, hey, we have to go through some adversity, and I'm wondering if this is what this looks like. And I'm not talking about the team camaraderie, but I mean in terms of tactically when you've put out some what you want them to do and finding a way to make nuances within the game so that you can grind out a win in a way that might not be the way that it's drawn out to be.
It could be. I mean, look, if you want a dose of reality, we've won two games against a team from Guatemala. So that's in no way disrespecting Antigua because I thought they brought as much as they could in the application, but they play in a league that is not as strong as ours. So how do I answer that question secondarily, Maz, is you know the corner kick goal that Georgie could have let go, maybe didn't let go. We work hard on our set pieces. Jordan gets in behind. Uh, maybe he can do a little bit better. Paul kind of dives in there for a diving header. Albert and Georgie, top of the box on that right hand side when Georgie has Jordan there. Bed's shot in the first half. There's no rebound because Georgie's not quite there and Jordan's not quite there. But then the rebound, we kind of stuck one in. And then the beginning of the second half, Pedro puts that ball across the middle of the goal. So I think the learning curve for us and for me is that, we've done some good work. We have to make sure that we understand that scoring goals is challenging, but I don't want to fall back to last year's start where we shot ourselves in the foot because the own goal never should have happened. And then, going up 1-0 here away from home to your original point puts us in a little bit of a driver's seat in order to, maybe squeak out a point or even three.
Thank you.
Jada Evans, go ahead.
Thanks. Thanks for the time, Brian. Were you then kind of looking at this game to maybe show where you are at because of the fact that, Antigua, like you're saying, is, may not be the strongest league, but this is a tough place for you to play historically. So maybe were you looking at this to kind of maybe show where you truly are?
Well, historically, Jada, you are absolutely correct. Even back, way back when Zig was still here and I was an assistant, we haven't had a ton of decent results here. And it's been different reasons, different teams, different collection of players. It seems like the last couple of years we played them in the midweek and we've rotated lineups. I thought the lineup we put out here today was a good lineup. I was enthusiastic. I was hopeful. And we just didn't make the plays that we needed to make in order to come out with anything for some of the effort that we did put in. So it's disappointing. We'll go back to the drawing board, but it certainly is it's a wake up call a little bit. And we're going to have 3 games in a week, and so we got to get right back up on the horse.
The play by Nuhu was wild. So, I mean, what was your initial reaction? And I mean, do you maybe how difficult was it to maybe
Yeah,
contain, you know,
mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. I haven't spoken to Nuhu about the sun. What I wanted to get to, because maybe there was a little bit of the sun and the daylight, the way the shadows were on the field. But look, it's a pretty standard soccer play. uh, 2 players that come for the same ball, one of them has to communicate. Steph had said that, he called keeper's ball and so knew who has to step out. And it's just one of those things that we need to do better at. And could Steph have said it earlier? Was Nuhu aware of what was behind him? Because there was nobody really behind him, no RSL player. So again, that's us shooting ourselves in the foot.
Jeremiah, go ahead. Jeremiah, you're still on mute. You there?
You've alluded to this, but it's been a long time since you've won in RSL. Do you have any, I mean, I don't know how you even approach explaining it, but is there something that you see that's consistently going on here that starts to explain it, or is it a throw your hands up type of situation?
Nope. I wish I had an answer, Jeremiah. I'll review the tape and look. Maybe it's something as drastic as, look, we haven't, mentally we haven't gotten over that hump. It's similar to what LAFC did to us a little bit last year. And then against LAFC last year in the playoffs, remember that's when we first went to a back line of five and we matched them up and we played a little bit more, compact, a little bit closer to our goal and transition moments. And so maybe if we ever come back here in a playoff game, I might think about that.